What must the Arkansas Razorbacks do to show that they are over the hump? Yo, season here. Making this video on a Wednesday night. Saturday is 2 days away. 3 days away, counting Thursday, Friday, then Saturday. But what must the Razorbacks do to get over the hump? But first, let me shout out my hometown boys, Maddox Lassiter and Antonio Jordan. Maddox will be participating this Saturday, but AJ, the freshman, high ankle sprain, so he's going to be out this game. But I got to salute and show love to my hometown guys, so shout out to them. Good luck this weekend. But let's talk, man. What must the Razorbacks do to show that they over the hump? And I wrote down some things, right? And first, it's have we improved the O-line? This is the O-line that gave up, 30-something sacks last season? I think 32, 34 sacks last season. Horrible. Absolutely horrible. Taylor Green was back there running for his life. Okay. Improve offensive line. And with it being so new, the receivers, because we bring nobody back besides two receivers. And that's CJ Brown and Monte Harrison. Two guys that did not really get any playing time last season. So the receivers must show and prove that they belong in the SEC, right? And to elaborate more on that, also Taylor Green must show growth. Now, don't get me wrong, Taylor Green threw for 3,154 yards last season. Absolutely did. But like I told you, imagine what could have been done if he sacked 20 less times than he was. The offensive line could hold up a little bit more. If that was not his first year in Bobby Petrino's offense, what? So I think Taylor Green needs to show us that he has grew that year of being under Bobby Petrino, that year of fully being in the off season with Bobby Petrino, that year of just knowing the offense and then finally getting a grasp of the offense. I think Taylor Green must show us that to get over the hump. Pittman has to show us that he is going to make the right calls at the right time. When to go for it on fourth down, when to punt and when to kick the field goal, and call it with confidence. Pittman has to show that, you know what, hey, I've been doing this for 5-6 years now. The jitter's gone. I done had two head coaches with me. They done showed me the ropes. It's over with. Can Pittman show us that he's going to make the right decisions? Then on defense, right? We went from like a year or two ago, man, the number one, number two scoring defense. We got to get back to that. We got to get turnovers. We got to be hard-nosed. We got to be stingy on defense. We can't be giving up the big plays all the time. We can't be letting them just run it down our throats all the time. We got to show improvement and be a stingy defense to get over that hump. Now, yes, some things do play into this. First thing that comes into mind, is the O-line going to be better this year? I'm giving you my honest thought, and my honest thought is yes, abso-freaking-lutely. This offensive line looks like a SEC offensive line, in my opinion. You watch the people who talk about the Razorbacks, who cover the Razorbacks, and if you watch the Razorbacks yourself, you see how these guys fit an SEC line now. Oh, you said, do they now? They do. Let's go to the roster, right? So we go to the roster. We go down to the O-line. Keyshawn Blackstock, 6'5", 320. Kobe Branham, 6'5", 326. Kavion B, 6'6", 306. Fernando Carmona, 6'5", 325. Blake Cherry, 6'5", 309. Cash Courtney, 6'4", 285. That's a freshman. Bubba Craig, 6'8", 307. Tim Don, 6'2", 316. Marcus Dumerville, 6'5", 298. Brooks Edmondson, 6'4", 316. Amarian Harris, 6'7", 300. And the list goes on and on. Shaq McCroy, 6'8", 362. Corey Robinson, 6'5", 307. This Cade Kittler, 6'3", 306. This looks like a SEC offensive line. And I get it. You look at Texas, you look at Bama and LSU, like, hey, man, them boys got 6'7". Did you not? Man, we're rocking 6'4", 6'5", all right, under who's supposed to be the offensive line guru. I think Pittman has got this offensive line together. I think Pittman has went and Pittman has got a group of guys who don't just want to get paid, who don't just want to play in the SEC, but who truly love the University of Arkansas. I think people went and found that tight-knit group that you need to win ball games. So I think improve O-line, we can check that off. Now, it is. I got to see the receivers. I don't really know. It's one thing to do this in the Sun Belt or in the SWAC, but it's another thing to do it in the SEC. These guys that we got, these guys that's coming to the SEC, it ain't like what we had last year with Armstrong, Tesla, Broden, and those guys running anywhere from 6'3", 6'4" on up. These guys now, we got this maybe 6'1", 6'2", a couple small guys, 5'8", 5'9". So can our receivers show that they can ball in the SEC? Now, believe it or not, we know what Bobby Petrino did with receivers and Joe Adams. Jerry is right. What he did with those guys at Arkansas, they showed, they burnt the defense and things like that. So is it possible that we could go that route with these receivers? Yes, it is, but they have to show it come Saturday. I understand this is supposed to be a lesser opponent in Alabama A&M, but take nobody for granted. And then put your game on display, showing that, hey, we can play ball together. This is your first year with Taylor Green. This is your first year in the offense. You got to see what we got. We got to see if we're going to know our points, we're going to know our angles, and all these things. So the receivers is something I can't really say for sure yet. I know I'm real positive on the O-line because it's just when you see what you've been seeing the last few years, and then you see these guys, and you go back and look what they've done at their previous schools, they can absolutely play ball. This O-line is improved. The receivers, I don't know yet. Taylor Green must show growth. I'm listening. I'm watching the films. I'm hearing how Taylor, it's no longer a think decision anymore. It's reaction. He knows what to do now. And I get it. We've been playing against ourselves, our own defense. But when you hear your teammates and you hear the people that's at practice talk about how it's like he don't think about it anymore. He just reacts. He just does it. He truly has grasped the offense fully now. And don't get me wrong, you never want to praise your quarterback too much. You always want to let them know you still got game to work on. But even Bobby Petrino said, I really like where he's at. It's just, we still got to get a little hitch in his throwing motion. He wanted to be more over the top instead of out wide. And it's things like that that Bobby was just saying. But other than that, Bobby really feels really good about Taylor Green and even the backup, KJ Jackson. So Taylor, I think, is going to show us the growth that he has with a year in the offense and a full year under Bobby Petrino in the offseason. I think Taylor is going to do a great job on showing that, but Pittman is going to have to show us he's going to work the mic. He's going to make the right calls. He's going to have to truly show us that, hey, if it's 4th down and we're on our side of the 50, 4th and 1, if our offense is absolutely dominating at this point, are you going to make the right call? Are you going to know, like, you know what, my offense is kicking their butt all day long? Don't think about it. Go do it again. Or are you going to hesitate, call timeouts that's unnecessary? We got momentum and you want to stop the clock and something. Pittman, show us that you're going to make the right calls at the right time. Then the defense. Defense win championships. I understand this is an offense league now, but I truly believe if you can get the most stops, you can get the most turnovers, you got the better chance of winning. And I really believe that. I think if this defense can show us that they're going to be stingy, if this defense show us that they're going to be greedy, if this defense show us that, hey, at all costs, I'm going to give it all I got. We got some new faces on defense. I hate that Bradshaw got away from us. But hey, next up, we moved Blackstock to defensive line. Next up, got to be stingy, got to be aggressive, got to be mean and nasty on that defensive line. These are things Arkansas must do to get over that hump and to show that we're improved and to save Sam Pittman's job. You got to play this kind of ball. Got to. Every freaking Saturday. You have to. Will he do it? I think he will. Sam Pittman, to me, has a different attitude this year. Taylor Green has a different attitude this year. I truly believe in Bobby Petrino, and the next year his offense skyrockets. It does scare me a little bit that these are new receivers and ain't the same guys as it was normally. It's the same guys who've been there since freshmen. Worries me a little bit. But other than that, this is what Arkansas must do to get over the hump. And we can see starting Saturday if they're trending in the right direction. Comment down below. Tell me what you think. And as always, woo pig suey.